Hey guys, this is Mrs. Robinson showing you guys how to do the fraction finder worksheets, how to fill out the grid, and just going over in general how to find for this particular one, actually we're reducing fractions. So fraction finder 1 is reduce the fraction to whole numbers, and then on the other side it's find the equivalent fractions. So I'm going to show you, give you examples on how to do both sides, and then hopefully you'll be good. And if you have any questions and there are any ones that you thought were difficult, you need to circle them and bring them in and ask questions the next day. All right, so I'm going to do the number 1. I'm just going to pick some random ones. Number 1, number 8, number 15, number 10, number 5, and number 12. Okay? There you go. So, the first one is 14 over 7. I can do this like a regular division problem. How many times can 7 go into 14? I know that 1 times 7 is 7, 2 times 7 is 14. So, 7 can go into 14 2 times. Okay? Go down to number 8. Number 8 is 18 over 3. This is the same thing as 18 divided by 3. You can also say how many times can 3 go into 18, or what times 3 equals 18. So I know that 6 times 3 equals 18, so I know that 3 goes into 18 6 times. Here, 30 over 5. I know that 5 can go into 36 times because 5 times 6 equals 30. So this is also going to be 6. Number 10, 21 divided by 3, or 21 over 3. How many times can 3 go into 21? I know that 3 times 7 is 21. So I'm going to say that this can go in there 7 whole times. Here, 35 divided by 7, or 35 over 7. How many times can 7 go into 35? 7 can go into 35 5 times. And 12, 18 over 9. How many times can 9 go into 18? I know that 9 times 2 gives me 18. And that is how I reduce my fractions to whole numbers. If I go on the other side, this one is asking me to find the equivalent fractions. Equivalent fractions means, equivalent means same, and we're looking for fractions that have the same value. So, to find the equivalent fraction, and I'll go this way, I'll do 13, I'll do 14, I'll do 9, I'll do 2, I'll do 4, 11, and 16. Okay? So, if I start here, I have 2 over 6 is equal to something over 24. My question is, what would I have to multiply 6 by to make it 24? Well, I know that 6 times 4 equals 24. So if I multiply the 6 by 4, I need to do the same thing to the top. So 2 times 4 equals 8. So 2 over 6 is equivalent to 8 over 24. Number 14, 3 over 9 equal to something over 27. What times 9 equals 27? I know that 9 times 3 equals 27. So 3 times 3 is going to equal 9. And now I know that 9 over 27 is equivalent to 3 over 9. Number 2, 1 over 6 is equal to something over 30. 6 times what equals 30? I know that 6 times 5 equals 30. So if I do it at the bottom, I got to do it at the top, so that it all stays nice and even. So 1 times 5 is 5. Right here, 1 over 2 is equal to something over 10. what times 2 equals 10? I'll wait. You should have got 5. So if I multiply the bottom by 5, I also have to multiply the top by 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Here, 4 over 8 is equivalent to what over 16? I'm going to look at the 8 and the 16 because both of those numbers are filled in. Good job. I know that 8 times 2 is 16, so I'm going to multiply both by 2. And 4 times 2 is 8. 4 over 5 is equal to what over 10? I'm looking at these two because they're both filled in. 5 times 2 gives me 10. So it's going to be 8. 1 over 8 equals what over 56? I'm going to look at the bottom because they're both filled in. 8 times 7 gives me 56. So 1 times 7. All right. Now, to show you how to fill in the fraction finder, it gets a little confusing, but the directions tell us to take one problem at a time. The first denominator, so the first denominator in the problem tells us which vertical column to use. Your answer tells us which horizontal row to use. Okay? So this is like your x-axis, and this is like your y-axis. So you always do x first, then y. So the denominator is going to be your x. So for this one, the denominator is going to be my x, which is 6. I'm using this denominator. And the numerator, my answer, is going to be my y. So for this one, I would go 6 and go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one should be blue. Okay? For this one, my first denominator is a 9, and my answer is also 9. So I go over to 9 and go up to 9, and it's going to be green. And you will actually color these in with color pencils. I just don't have my color pencils right here with me. So this will be blue, this will be blue, this will be blue, this will be green. When you finish, it's going to give you a word. Okay, I'll show you some more. Right here, my denominator is 6, and my answer is 5, so I'm going to go over 6 and up 5. Right here, it's going to be blue. Okay? Same thing on the other side. You just look and see what it tells you. It tells me the denominator will tell me the vertical column. So x goes this way. And these columns are vertical, so that's what it's saying. And my answer will tell me the horizontal columns. Y. Okay? So my denominator here is 7. And my answer is 2. So 7 and 2 is going to be blue. My answer here is, my denominator is 3 and my answer is 6. So I'll go 3 and go up to 6. It's going to be red. Okay? Hopefully this helps you with the homework assignment and that you get this done. And remember to circle the ones you don't know. This should be review for you. So I hope it's something simple. Have a good night.